Yes, hello. Yes, sir. It's Wednesday night. Yes, fantasy football night. That's correct. Line is forming to the right. Yeah, both fantasy leagues as well as the Survivor League. Correct. We'll be covering all that, sir. Yeah, some people did look like shit this week. Yeah, there was some that looked all right. We'll get to all that. Yes, man. Mini bars open. It's always open. VIP to the right. Line is to the left, please. Yes, Wednesday night, fantasy football night. Always in season. Hardcore Challenge Live, yes. Commish is in the house, yes, he will be hosting.
T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3, where you not hardcore? Let you live hardcore. And the letter of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rocking.
What is up, football fans, followers of Raider Reaction, members of the Raider Nation, owners of the Hardcore Challenge? What is up? Thank you for joining us, each and every damn one of you. We appreciate you. It is another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, the official podcast of the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Raider Bowl 2 going down this week. AFC Championship, NFC Championship going down this week in the big league. And then next week, Hardcore Bowl 15 playing for the Mandeach Cup. Get your name on the cup, get your ring, get your cheddar. There's the Final Four. It's a fucking matchup. I'm telling you, we got some competitors left. It is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. If you ain't playing in the Hardcore Challenge, you know you're just playing in some minor league bullshit. Just hoping an opening gets here. Let's get to it, shall we? We've got an exciting postseason wrapping up here. First, let's start with the wrap-up of what happened last week. Then we'll touch on the matchups for next week and what we got coming down the pipe. Let's freaking get it, shall we? Stinky Pinky steals one from Bad Company, moves on to the championship game. Stinky Pinky. Big win here. Big win for Stinky Pinky in the championship game. Big win. And it's setting up a matchup for we'll get to that later, with a division rival in King Salami. Let's look at this one first. Sorry, I had a little minor technical error there. Stinky Pinky 199 to 178 over Jake with his bad company. It was real close. You can see on the line graph, man, it was real close to right to the end of the game, and Stinky Pinky just pulled away. Gardner Minshew just did not have the game that Jake needed. 11 points. That's really where he fucking fell short. Just didn't pull it off. Just fell short. Unfortunately, just fell short. So, Stinky Pinky is moving on. King Salami, also in the Wild West of the AFC, takes down the Dirty South champ. Buckerator 2002 gets bucked right the fuck out the playoffs. As King Salami moves on, the number 1 seed is moving on in the postseason. Moving on. Big game for King Salami. 228, 160. Really was never even close. Reggie was never even in this game from the very first touchdown. He trailed from the first touchdown at 8:15 p.m. on Thursday night, and he never saw nothing but fucking ass and elbows as he was chasing King Salami the entire time. Not a good showing for Reggie. He faltered, fell off. But we'll see if he can bounce back. But he did win the division, so you got to give him a little credit, man. Any of these guys that are in the postseason, you got to give him credit. It is not easy to make the postseason in the Hardcore Challenge. So the fact that he won the division 8-6, came in on a nice little winning streak. Props to him. Props to him. Now you didn't win shit, JoJo. Sorry. You didn't get a consolation prize. Didn't even get a copy of the home game. Moving over to the NFC of the big league. The NFC, I'm telling you, man, the NFC, you don't know which way we go right here. We got Take It Deep, the number 1 seed, Renegade Outlaws, our Cinderella story of the year, sitting with a 1-point victory right now, taking this down. 1-point victory. I mean, look at the line graph of this game. I mean, this shit was tight. Battled all the way through. 1 point. And you know, in fantasy football, especially now that they've added the stat corrections, and especially with defensive players, you got to sweat this one out till morning, Travis. You're going to have to sweat this one out. 1 point. Holding on, because man, this could go either way with stat corrections. And I've seen a 4-point stat correction swing this season. So these 1-point games, man, they're still hanging in the wire. But congratulations so far. But man, you're gonna be sweating it till you wake up in the morning and see if it clears stat corrections. And then we got the same thing. Look at this game. Look at this crazy shit. Gary and the Skull Crushers, 242 to 241. Talk about a battle. I mean, look at all of these scores along their timeline. I mean, this was a crazy dude, if you get bounced with either one of these, any of these guys in the NFC, to get bounced with a 200 score, but to get bounced with a 241 or possibly a 242 score, dude, somebody's going to be pissed in this game. Willie's already beside himself. He's beside himself. He can't believe he's 1 point away. 241, and that's not enough to get into the NFC Championship game in the Hardcore Challenge? I mean, god damn. That's brutal. That's brutal. This one also hanging in the wire till stat corrections. But currently, Gary, moving on right now. Moving on until stat corrections say otherwise. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's a low percentage chance that it can flip the game, but it can happen. It can happen. You take away one tackle, give somebody a sack, take a sack away, make it a tackle, give somebody half a sack. It can happen, man. It can happen. It's always on the defensive side of the ball. It can absolutely happen. Let's take a look at the Raider League before we move on and come back and touch on the AFC and NFC Championship matchups. In the Raider League, yours truly, the Raw Dog Nation, takes down the 76 Raiders. We are moving on. Moving on. Up. Big score. We just stretched out that lead. We got the lead and just kept stretching about midday Sunday. 235 to 194. I'd like to congratulate Congratulate the members of the Raw Dog Nation. We would like to thank you for your effort supporting the team. 235 going to Raider Bowl 2. I will be playing Raider Richie, who gets the win over Bryant One Nation, our sponsor, Clear Live Streams. Check it out, RaiderReaction.com. Click that button, get the hookup. If you're watching on DirecTV or YouTube TV or watching your sports any other way, even if you ain't a Raider fan, Clear Live Streams is the way to fucking go, man. They are legit. Raider Reaction gets the win over One Nation to move on to the championship game. A solid score, 227. Not quite as good as my score there, Gabe. Not quite as good as my score. But he just ran this. This one wasn't even close. He just stretched this one out and ran away. It'd been lining up this whole season that it was going to be me and Gabe. We came down to 1-2 in the Survivor League. He ended up winning the Survivor League. I think it's my turn to win. I think it's my turn to... I'm projected to lose, which I think is some bullshit. How do I score more than you this week in the playoffs, and you're projected to beat me? I don't fucking get it. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll come back around on that. Let's get to the big league. This one's got fucking history right here. These two are homies. You got Stinky Pinky, Ben Stinky Pinky, against Brian from King Salami. Stinky Pinky has been in the league. He's one of the OGs, man. He's been in the league since 2011. King Salami has recruited his homie Brian, as well as owner of Bleeding Green Brett, and also his father Roger, who now owns Emmett Who. He's one of our OG members, and he's been a big supporter of the league. He's helped grow the league. He wants to see the league get better, and that he's always for the betterment of the league. So these guys got some history. Ben basically brought Brian in the league. Brian and King Salami joined in 2016. So in 2016, these guys, of course, they're buddies, shove them in the same fucking division. So they got to play each other twice a year. That's the way I like it that way. So threw him in there. Stinky Pinky dominates him in 2016. Sweeps the season. King Salami comes back the following year in 2017, wins one, and they end up tying the other one. And then in 2018 to 2020, Stinky Pinky goes on a run and just absolutely owns King Salami, winning 5 straight games, sweeping them in 2018, 2019, and the first division game of 2020. 5 straight games. And that's when King Salami, so that's enough of that shit. And ever since then, the second game of 2020, they have owned Stinky Pinky, winning 5 straight games against Stinky Pinky. So King Salami's got his number. Who wins? Damn, look at that projection line. It's projected close, real close. Right now, Stinky Pinky owns the historical record, 7-6-1. That's how close it is. They are literally half a game from being even in the matchup. This game could tie it up, make it 7-1, or Stinky Pinky takes a 8-6-1 lead historically with this win. They have never played in the postseason. This is their first postseason matchup. We'll see who takes it home. I'm picking Stinky Pinky. I think the streak ends in the postseason, and I'm going with Stinky Pinky. He is number 8 on the GOAT rankings. In the Hardcore Challenge, he is a former champion, and I'm picking Stinky Pinky to pull it out. King Salami is a slight 3-point favorite right now, but I'm picking Stinky Pinky to win it all. Picking Stinky Pinky to win it all. In the AFC, who will they face? Well, that's going to come down to some stat corrections, possibly. This matchup is subject to change by morning. But right now, it's the Renegade Outlaws and Skull Crushers. This was not the matchup you would have picked at the beginning of this postseason in the NFC. Not even close. You had 2 9-5 teams. Not any of your top teams. You got a division champ, though, in the Renegade Outlaws, looking to be the Cinderella story. Travis looking to keep it rolling. This is a big game right here. It's a big game, projected very, very close. I'm picking Travis in this one. I'm picking Travis. I think everybody knew I was going to pick Travis in this one. I'm going with Travis in this one. Good luck, Gary. Gary, both an awesome season to get here, but I'm picking the Renegade Outlaws to win this one and move on. But, man, I'm going to be watching. First thing I'm going to check in the morning when I wake up is the fucking stat corrections of the NFC of the Hardcore Challenge. That'll be the first damn thing I check in the morning. I might even set my alarm to wake up in the middle of the night just to check that shit and see if anything flip-flopped, because that's going to be crazy. I would be so pissed. So pissed. You're literally out of a game, being out of a game that you're playing 50-50 chance of $500. Because if you get into the championship game and you win, it's $500. You win again, it's another $500. It's $1,000 to win, $500 for second place in the league. So, and you win the AFC or NFC championship game, you just won $500. That's a legit amount of money to fucking win, and to get put out by a stat correction and be able to play for that piss a motherfucker off. That piss a dude off. So, we'll see. We will be watching. We will be watching. Because the winner of these two games, Stinky Pinky King Salami, Renegade Outlaws, and Skull Crushers, the winners play in Hardcore Bowl 15, as we'll crown a new champion this year. And in Raider Bowl 2, it's the Raw Dog Nation, yours truly, and Raider Richie, 11-3, 5-game winning streak, 12-2 with an 11-game winning streak. The two hottest teams in the league by far. Two best teams. Two top scoring teams. Two everything. But look at this line graph. I got no respect with my 235 that we just put up in the postseason. Come on. And my team, while we were sitting with the first round bye, was the highest scoring team in the first round of the postseason. Scoring well over 200. Well, just because I got no respect. I like this. Raw Dog Nation's coming in, feel disrespected in Raider Bowl 2. We're coming in. We're going to get the guys fired up. Yep, we'll be ready to go. Shock the world. Raider Bowl 2. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, he's tough. I just scored 235, 200 plus the week before. I'm on a fucking goddamn 5-game win streak. The Raw Dogs ain't soft lines. We ain't soft now. Oh. Travis. I'm going to go change my pick now. Alright. There we are. This is what we got. It's down to the final wires. 2 left in the Raider League, 4 left in the Big League. So this week it is it. We will have a champion by Monday. In the Raider League, they will crown a champion. Raider Bowl 2, it's going down. It's going down. Good luck, Gabe, but not a lot of luck. I wish you lots of injuries and hopefully the flu this week for a couple of your players. Maybe some influenza. Maybe I don't know. Just get some bad pizza like Michael Jordan had the issue with. Same something. We got to hook it up. You're still the champ for another week, but, I mean, you technically were eliminated, so you really didn't defend that title very well there, Lions. But you are technically the champ. I got to figure out what we're going to do with the Raider League. Am I going to are we going to have a Raider Cup? Maybe like a smaller version? I don't know. I got to figure out what we're going to want to do. And I was thinking about maybe adding championship rings in for the Raider League, too. Because getting rings nice. Getting the rings nice. We'll see. We'll continue to grow it. But good luck to everybody if you're still in the postseason. Congrats to everybody. Stay off the waiver wires. Your consolation games don't mean anything. I'm sorry, Sean. I know you want a kicker. He wants to win bad, but, no. Rules are rules. You got to stay off the waiver wire. Consolation games are just for fun. You can only play them with the rosters that you have. So, good luck to everybody. Thank you for everybody. It's been a fucking awesome fantasy season. I think it's been our best one ever. Across the board, we added the Survivor League this year, which was a hit. We had a lot of people involved in it. That was fun. We're gonna do that again next year. So we're gonna keep it rolling. We'll keep adding things, and the best part of it is you guys, the owners of the league, is what makes the league what it is. So appreciate you following along, and appreciate you competing and making the league what it is. The Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Good luck to those that are still playing. Championships are in the wings, waiting for somebody. Good luck. Game on. I'm out. Peace, love. Raider Nation.